Hello, and welcome to today's live reading of Turmeric, an original play written by Ivy Tan and recorded in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a work of fiction. Any similarities to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Please welcome the cast. Justin James for the role of Ethan. Patrick Plugge for the role of Dr. Jonathan Gary. And Jessie Lee Pauli for the role of Ellen and also of Patricia. Act 1, Scene 1. Dressed in a navy suit and Italian loafers, Ethan Gary puts on his iPhone AirPods and starts chopping vegetables on a cramped office desk with a worn-out leather chair behind him. Directly across his table is a single row of empty chairs propped up against the wall. The Southern California sun pierces through the lone office window of a large airport hangar just outside the City of Angels. There is a knock on the door.
Come in.
Ellen Ceballos enters, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee permeates the air. Out of breath, she closes the door and drops a grocery bag filled with more vegetables on the desk. Exhausted, she collapses on an empty chair with a steaming styrofoam cup in one hand.
Here's your coffee.
She gives it to Ethan, who takes a sip.
And I have your vitamins. It's in the grocery bag.
In a minute.
Ellen waits patiently as she enjoys the view of Los Angeles on a quiet Tuesday morning as Ethan keeps chopping. A few minutes later, he stops and removes his AirPods.
Are you up next?
No, they're taping 40 candidates today, but I'm first on the wait list.
So you're not even on their schedule.
Nope, I'm the backup.
And you had me rushing through traffic for your vitamins? I almost got into an accident on the freeway.
I have a dull headache. I need my vitamins.
Ellen shakes her head as she drinks from her sustainable, eco-friendly water bottle. She sets her large, frumpy work purse on the chair next to her.
What's the update on the new PR guy?
He works with several influencers, and they're all ready for a social media blast. Just say the word.
Sounds good. Looks like this new guy is worth it.
He's charging you an arm, a leg, and a kidney.
Chuckling, Ethan grabs the grocery bag and looks inside.
Where's my turmeric? I specifically asked for a lot of turmeric.
They ran out, so I got you other vegetables.
Ethan shakes his head and takes his vitamins.
I'm ready for my messages.
Ellen opens her folder of messages and takes out the first sheet of paper.
Just sign here at the bottom.
What is this?
It's from the bank. They're repossessing our warehouse.
With a grim nod, Ethan signs the document.
Don't worry. We can get a portable storage container and put it in your backyard.
I just spent 60 grand on renovating my backyard last year.
We hear another knock on the closed door. Ethan gets up, cracks the door open, and talks to the person on the other side. We hear murmurs. Ethan nods, reaches out for a handshake. He closes the door and turns to Ellen with a smile as big as Texas.
I'm up. Apparently they didn't like the last guy. He admitted that he was sexually abused as a child when Mr. Wonderful kept asking questions about his background, and that does not look good on TV. So they're calling me back after a short break.
That's amazing. Are you ready? You're ready, right? Please tell me you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I've been here since 5 a.m, and I'm only on the wait list. I've been ready for hours. This is it. This is it. It's all coming together. I've been waiting for this my entire life. Fuck yeah! It's my turn!
Dumping Ellen's work purse on the floor, he plops down next to her.
Why don't we check my matches today?
Okay. I need my work purse, though.
Ellen gets up and grabs her laptop from her work purse.
First one is Jennifer, originally from Chicago. She is 43, divorced, and a single mom of a 10-year-old girl.
What does she do?
She's a receptionist at Hilton Resorts.
No, that won't do.
Do you want to see her photos? Her daughter looks exactly like her. So cute.
No. Who's next?
There's Marina. She's 25, from Hawaii. Ooh, she's from Maui. Oh, I'm so jealous. Can I come with you when you meet her parents?
What does she do?
She's a yoga instructor.
And?
And she's from Maui. That makes her an 11.
Anything else?
She's a pescatarian.
I should hope so. Did she go to college?
Let me see.
She clicks on the laptop.
I don't think so.
Then no.
No to Maui.
No to Marina.
Well, anyway, up next is
She makes a drum roll sound.
Miss Oklahoma. Trisha Higgins is a 30-year-old Olympic bronze medalist in Taekwondo. That's a 10, Ethan. She's single, never been married, with no kids, looking good. She's applying for a fellowship in pediatric surgery. Holy Christ! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. We have found Mrs. Right.
Ethan chuckles as Ellen shows him Trisha's profile photo.
Legs.
Ellen swipes more photos.
Mile-long legs, Ethan.
Where did she go for med school?
You're kidding, right?
What are you talking about?
She sounds great. She looks great, and you're going to say no to someone like her?
I just want to know where she went for med school.
Ethan, it's med school. Does it even matter? Everybody wants to marry a doctor.
I'm a sapiosexual.
Oh, wow. We live in a harsh society these days, but I want you to know that you have my full and unwavering support. I go to San Francisco every year for the annual LGBTQ+ Pride Parade. I assure you that there's no judgment from my end. Ethan, you are in a safe space. I am unbelievably flattered that you would trust me with this part of you.
Don't be an idiot. Sapiosexual means a person who's attracted to intelligence.
Oh, as opposed to stupidity.
Mediocrity.
Not every good girl goes to Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. You can find good girls elsewhere, too.
Where did Trisha go to college?
She went to med school at the University of Iowa. That's a pretty good school. Go Huskies.
I don't think she's good enough.
Ellen sneezes.
Chew! Douchebag. Phew. Excuse me. I'm just allergic to ego.
You call it ego, I call it standards. I have standards. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with setting goals for yourself, for your future, for looking out for yourself, for wanting the best for yourself? Two roads diverge in an open wood, and I took the road less traveled by. I hustle, Ellen. I hustle every day, and I plan to hustle every single day, 24/7, until I get to the top of J'ai répété. What's wrong with having standards?
5'7".
If you have something to say, say it.
I said you're 5'7".
You know I pay your paychecks, right?
On minimum wage with no 401k, no dental, no vision. I get my medical insurance from the state.
Ethan ignores her and checks on his cell phone. There is a long pause.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No one is perfect. You know that.
I'm not asking every woman to be perfect, but I do have standards.
Is it possible that your standards are impossible?
No, not really. I know what I want and I refuse to settle. You know what happens when people settle? They get divorced. Divorce happens to people who settle, and divorce is over 50% here in America. That means 1 out of 2 couples will get a divorce. 1, 2. Congratulations, sir. You're divorced. I've seen people go through hell and back when they get divorced. Heck, my parents got divorced when I was 9. I know how nasty divorce is, so yes, I have standards.
And your standards include intelligence.
It's on the top of my list.
Does intelligence prevent a divorce?
According to the National Center for Health Statistics, 78% of college-educated women who married for the first time between 2006 and 2010 could expect their marriages to last at least 20 years. But for women who have a high school education or less, it drops to 40%. For college-educated men, it's 65%, and for those with a high school diploma, it's 50%. Numbers don't lie.
I am a little concerned that you know these numbers off the top of your head. But here's a question. Are you saying that a college education is the best example of intelligence? How do you then explain college dropouts like Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates?
Being a college dropout didn't make them a billionaire. It was their intelligence that made them a billionaire. Dropping out of college merely gave them the time to pursue their dreams. Intelligence is the vehicle, ambition is the fuel, and time. Time is the road that leads you to your dreams.
Well, my dad's a mechanic. My mom's a homemaker, and they've been married for 55 years. Where do they belong in your statistics?
Your parents got lucky.
I disagree.
You need to stop binge watching Hallmark. Anyway, the producer should be coming in any minute now.
I haven't seen your spiel.
Ethan gets up, stands behind the desk, and clears his throat. Flashing his gorgeous smile at the fading beige wall in the airport office, he pitches his startup idea on the most popular business reality television series in the States, ABC's Shark Tank.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Ethan Gary, and I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to my homie Mark Cuban. What up, bro?
You lived there for like 5 seconds.
Clearly, you've never seen an episode of Shark Tank. On stage, Mark Cuban, the billionaire investor from Dallas, sits on the left. Next to him is Barbara, the multimillionaire realtor from New York. In the middle is Kevin O'Leary, a.k.a. Mr. Wonderful. He's the only other billionaire on the show, by the way. To his left is Lori, the best-selling host of QVC. And on the right is Robert, the IT guy who is a legend in the security industry.
Okay, you're doing great.
That's a long break. Anyway, I'll just start from the top.
He grabs a celery from the grocery bag and he starts cutting up the green vegetable.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Ethan Gary, and I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to my homie...
Stop it right there.
What? Ellen, I don't have time for this.
Please don't say, shout out to my homie. You sound like you're selling fake baseball caps.
I want Mark Cuban to know that we have a lot in common. Mark and I can be friends.
Ethan, you're pitching to a room filled with potential business investors in front of national TV. You want them to take you seriously. After all, you have a warehouse full of inventory piling up in your expensive backyard.
What would you know about pitching anyway?
Because I'm an actor.
Ethan snickers.
You dropped out of college, took a month's worth of acting courses, and now you're suddenly an actor?
Hey, it's money well spent.
You've been an actor for like 5 seconds, and you auditioned to be a butt double for Kate Winslet. That's not acting, Ellen. Okay, here goes. Hello, Sharks. My name is Ethan Gary, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Silence abounds as Ellen ignores him.
Did you know that in 2020, an estimated 1.8 million Americans were newly diagnosed with cancer, and more than half will die from this dreaded disease? But all is not lost, Sharks. There are many medical treatments available to all cancer patients out there. There's chemo, which attacks your body. There's radiation, which weakens the body. Then there's surgery, which will take parts of your own body. Duh! Being diagnosed with the big C is bad enough. Now you have to go through all these harmful treatments. While cancer patients all over the country and around the world have a new alternative.
Ethan whips out his only turmeric from his coat pocket. Cradling with both hands, he raises it above his head and proclaims,
Presenting turmeric. Turmeric is nothing new. In fact, it's been used in Asian cultures for the last 4,000 years. Turmeric has an active substance called curcumin, which gives it an orange color. This oddly shaped vegetable has superb anti-inflammatory properties, which is great for curing cancer.
Ellen gasps.
I have to ask, do you have a patent on turmeric?
Don't be silly, Ellen. Of course not. Who files a patent for potato or celery? Anyway, I'm here to tell you that turmeric is most beneficial when used fresh. That turmeric bottle you have in your spice rack is not going to help you. Therefore, I've invented the first ever, one-of-a-kind Turmeric Turbo Max. And Ellen, I can assure you have a design and utility patent on this one.
It looks like a small blender, Ethan.
Yeah, duh. That's the point. If you put turmeric in here and press this button, it will pulverize the vegetable into a powder in 1 minute.
Okay. So, if I have, let's say, ginger. Ginger looks almost like turmeric.
No, absolutely not. This device is for turmeric only.
But Ethan, not everyone uses turmeric when they're cooking or eating. If you tell the sharks that you can use it for other vegetables, that's more versatile.
You're not getting it, Ellen. This device is part of the bigger picture.
Which is?
To cure cancer.
And you're going to cure cancer.
Hey, it's all about believing in the impossible, right?
No. Yes. It doesn't work that way.
It's either you believe in yourself or you don't. There's no half-assing. At least I don't believe in a half-ass job.
Ethan, You can't go on national TV and claim that you found the cure for cancer. It's never been done.
It hasn't been done before. There lies the difference.
It hasn't been done because sane people don't go around making delusional claims. You may as well be a snake oil salesman.
Wait. Give me a second. I just had a surreal moment right now. I wonder if this is what Galileo felt when he told his family and friends that the Earth is round. Or when Thomas Edison told his family about his idea for a light bulb. Is this how they felt? To be doubted by your own family and friends because your ideas are unheard of? Because your ideas have never been done before? You, of all people, accused me of madness.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You just said, sane people don't do this. I'm not hearing voices, Ellen. I'm not seeing things either. I know what I know. I've done my research. I do my own reading, and maybe I'm not a doctor. I didn't go to med school, nor did I finish college, but neither did Einstein, and look how he changed the world.
But these people, Einstein, Galileo, and Edison, they lived in different times in different circumstances. We live in 2022. It's just not the same.
Hold up. You're saying that scientific discoveries can only happen in the past. That is ignorance at its finest.
Look, I don't want to see you humiliated on national TV.
Ellen, we live in changing times. Knowledge is never constant. I cannot believe I have to explain this to you. You, who worship the ground my father walks on. Look at him. Look at what he has accomplished. Doesn't that prove knowledge never ends? So why is it hard for you to believe I can find a cure for cancer? Is it because I don't have a degree? What can a college degree guarantee these days? College is nothing more than a group of old men telling students to think inside a box for the next 4 years while they rob their parents out of their pensions. I read books. I read a lot of books. I read way more books than the average college nerd. I believe that there will be a cure for cancer, and I'm positive it has something to do with turmeric. And while there's no official research on it, I'm doing what I can to put it out there and to make things happen. 3 words, 4 syllables. Make things happen. If that's the definition of insanity, then so be it. I don't care. I don't care because cancer sucks. I'm not going to sit idly by and do nothing about it. Do you expect me not to fight back on the one thing that took my mother away from me? Screw that. Screw cancer. We live in a generation that's invested in their personal well-being. We live in an era where people simply want to get better. Where is the shame in that?
What you said is admirable and noble, but we also have to be cautious with the things we say, especially if we're saying it in front of millions of people. It's good to be positive and proactive, but positivity can be toxic despite our best intentions. Too much heart and not enough reason cannot be good enough for you or for anyone. Caution doesn't mean I don't believe in you. Caution means it doesn't mean I'm ashamed of you. Caution means I care. Your ideas may be groundbreaking and inspiring, but not everyone may see it that way. I never said I don't care about cancer, but you have to be careful when you talk about curing it. It's a bold statement, Ethan, and while fortune favors the bold, so does envy. I, too, believe in a cure for cancer, and it's coming soon, but not now.
You're only saying that because my ideas were not born out of a science lab filled with chemicals and microscopes. My ideas are simple and basic. It's extremely basic that it's existed for centuries. Just because my ideas did not come from a lab funded by a think tank in Washington doesn't mean it's wrong, and it certainly doesn't mean it won't work.
So you have proof that turmeric works?
Haven't you been listening to me? Turmeric has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits.
So does blueberries. I don't see you broadcasting blueberries as the cure for cancer.
I stand by my product. I'm not going to change my mind. I've worked too hard, too long on this.
Part of being a good businessman is knowing when to pivot.
I've already pivoted my business one too many times.
Part of being a good businessman is knowing when to stop.
That's called quitting, and I'm not a quitter. I never was and I never will be.
Jesus Christ, you're unbelievably stubborn. You're the hybrid of a mule and a donkey. You don't budge, Ethan. Not for an inch, not even half an inch.
Why should I? What makes you right, Ellen? Because it's never been done before? That's the essence of your argument. When will you think outside the box? Can you imagine if Thomas Edison gave up because someone told him, "Hey, Tommy, this hasn't been done before, so better quit now while you can"? I can assure you, every household in the world is grateful that Thomas Edison was not a quitter. Caution doesn't mean you care. Caution is another excuse for fear. Your fear, Ellen, not mine. If calling me stubborn makes you feel better about your fear, then so be it. But persistence doesn't make me stubborn. Persistence is everything. It is the difference between life and death, Day and night, success and failure, and success means everything to me. Everything.
End of Scene 1. Scene 2. The scent of cut fresh vegetables pester a nauseous Ellen in the early afternoon.
I'm just going to lay down for a minute.
What's wrong with you?
I don't feel good.
Where?
In my tummy.
Upper tummy or lower tummy?
Huh?
My dad's a doctor, Ellen. I learned a few things.
Oh, so you're my doctor now? Are you going to prescribe your pain-free pills too? Nice try.
No, I wasn't going to give you that. I'm not selling it. Not anymore. Anyway, I was just asking.
Groaning louder, she lays down on the floor.
You better not be pregnant. Are you? Are you pregnant?
Would that be so bad?
What? This isn't happening. I'm not ready.
Jeez, Ethan. Thanks for telling me how you really feel.
I'm not ready. I don't even know if I want kids. I'm too young for this.
Okay, I've heard enough. I'm not pregnant, but it's great to know where I stand in this relationship.
Did you say something?
I said I enjoyed knowing where I stand in this relationship.
Yeah, I heard that. We're in a relationship?
We've been sleeping together for a year. That's a relationship.
I'm your boss.
Who barely pays me.
I mean, as your boss, I can't be in a relationship with you.
Then why did you stick your penis in my vagina? Did I hold a gun to your head? Did I make you sleep with me?
No, of course not. Look, let's just focus on the present. I need to practice my presentation, okay? Let's take it from the top. Inhale, exhale.
I ought to tell you I'm pregnant. That would be something. It would be the end of your world as we know it.
I can't handle that right now, so just drop it.
But you're out there dating. I mean, God, I'm the one who helped you put up a dating profile. I am such an idiot.
Just so we're clear, you're not pregnant, right?
No, I'm not pregnant.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
I have menstrual cramps, if you must know.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry.
Runs in my family. My mom said she had it before menopause kicked in. My two younger sisters have it. It's like I literally feel my uterus squeezing in my body. Then it radiates to my spine, and then my spine cramps up.
Okay, let's focus on the present. I really need to nail this presentation. Mark Cuban and I are going to be best friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was only describing how I'm in so much pain, but my boyfriend is too busy to listen.
Look, I'm good here. So if you want to go to the nearest 7-Eleven and buy some Motrin, I don't mind. I just need to concentrate right now.
How can you be such a jerk?
What? I'm not being a jerk. I'm here for the biggest moment of my life. You, of all people, know how long I've wanted this. So I can't let anything distract me. Not today, not right now.
Except if I'm pregnant, right? That's the only way I get your attention.
Spare me your hormones. I was worried you're pregnant, okay? I'm sorry if that bothered you. Besides, do you want to be pregnant?
I am pregnant.
No, you're not. At this point in your life, do you want to be pregnant? Serious answer only.
Not really. I'm not ready.
There you go. Neither of us want you to be pregnant, so it's normal to get scared when you tell me you have stomach pains.
It would have been nice to hear that whatever happens, if I am pregnant, you'd be supportive. I mean, you looked like it was the most revolting idea ever.
Kinda is. I'm not ready for kids. I've said that repeatedly since you've known me. In fact, everyone knows that about me. I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you.
Well, thanks for your honesty.
You're welcome. Let's get back to my presentation.
So, if you go out with one of those women, like the pediatrician from Oklahoma, you tell her the same thing?
Of course. I mean, I'd say I may want kids someday, like in my mid-30s, but not now. I'm too young. I have my whole life ahead of me.
And you're broke. Let's not forget you're broke.
I have prospects. The future is Ethan.
What? This? Your turmeric blender? An audition in Shark Tank is your prospect? You'll stake the future of your unborn child on an audition in a nationally syndicated TV show. And here I thought I was crazy.
Let's stop talking about babies. That gives me goosebumps.
So, why them?
Them? Who is them? Ellen, I really need to concentrate.
Why do you like those women on your profile?
I don't like any of them. Are you okay? You were right here next to me when I went through my online matches.
Why did you want to go online dating for anyway?
I wanted to see what's out there.
Why? What's wrong with me?
End of scene. Scene 3. A solitary knock on the door makes Ethan stand up and open it. A stranger murmurs for a minute.
But I was first on your wait list. I was here first. I've been here since 5.
Ellen scoots closer to the door.
I'm not leaving. I'll wait here all day if I have to. Sir, bro, let me pitch in the tank, and I promise you it'll be your highest-rated episode in the history of Shark Tank.
Ethan grips the door handle.
Dude, I'm here for real. I need to speak to Mark Cuban. He'll understand. He knows where I'm coming from. Let me talk to him from one businessman to another.
Ellen leaps from her chair and yells at this open door.
He's the son of Dr. Jonathan Gary!
Ellen, no.
Dr. Gary won the Nobel-prize last year for his research in dementia.
As footsteps fade away, Ethan closes the door and confronts Ellen.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Not now, not ever.
It doesn't hurt to use your dad's name to get your foot in the door. You said it yourself. You needed this.
I don't beg.
You could have fooled me.
I don't ever want to use my dad's name when it comes to my business.
Like I said, it doesn't hurt. It can't hurt. He's all over the news. Why not milk it?
Because I don't need him. I can do this on my own.
I'm sorry, but honestly, things aren't looking good with your business and with your invention.
What the heck are you talking about?
Ethan, come on. It looks like a really small blender. That's all. The only thing you did was slap a bright-colored sticker and call it something else.
I have a design and utility patent on this thing. It means nobody has done it before.
You filed a patent for a blender with a uniquely shaped blade. That's all.
Since when were you a Debbie Downer?
I'm just saying that you need to look at things, at your business, from another angle. It's good to listen to feedback.
Oh, and I'm supposed to listen to your feedback. You, of all people.
What's wrong with my opinion? Okay, fine. It doesn't have to be my opinion. Ask someone else's opinion. Find a business consultant.
I'm not taking this from you. What have you done with your life, Ellen? What exactly have you accomplished? Exactly. You haven't done much, except taken acting classes that land you auditions in the Z list.
You're the worst, Ethan. You really are.
I am many things, Ellen, but I am not a liar.
Ethan dumps the stale vegetables in a waste bin and grabs his stuff. He picks up a pregnancy kit from the grocery bag and throws it at Ellen.
You don't need a pregnancy kit for menstrual cramps.
He walks out of the office as Ellen sits quietly and stares out the large window. We hear a knock on the door. Ellen opens it, and her eyes open wide. End of scene. Act 2, Scene 1. At the back office of a medical clinic, Ethan reviews a list of patient information. Ellen enters with a stethoscope around her neck and sits on her equally cluttered desk. She frowns as Ethan writes on a single sheet of paper.
Ethan, please don't do that.
Do what?
You're going to get in trouble, and you'll get us in trouble.
Us? Who is us? You and my dad? That's exciting news. Are you going to be my stepmom now? This job gets better and better. My dad's third wife is going to be younger than me.
That's not what I meant. Stop avoiding my questions.
That wasn't a question. You were not asking me for something. You were telling me what to do.
What you're doing is wrong, and you need to stop that right now.
Or else? Come on, Mom. Mommy. What do you want me to call you when you're my stepmom?
Nothing. Don't call me anything. You're going to get in trouble, and this clinic will be ruined. Think about your dad, Ethan. Think what this will do to him. This will devastate him. This is his entire career. This clinic is his life.
Oh, I know it's his life. You don't have to remind me what he chose over me several years ago. In fact, he chooses this clinic over me every day of his life. So yes, Ellen, I know without a doubt this clinic is his life.
You're not trying to sabotage him, are you?
I'll beat him at his own game. I don't need some underhanded trick to win against my dad. I can do this on my own.
Where is this unreasonable desire to compete with your dad coming from? Nothing good can come of it.
You're not my family, Ellen. You're an M.A., a medical assistant. We're not friends. I may tell you stuff about my personal life, but that doesn't make us friends. It doesn't make you family either, so stop trying to psychoanalyze me and my dad. You're not a part of our family.
You're always angry, but when it comes to your dad, you're livid. And contrary to popular opinion, an angry person is easier to bear than someone like you.
Get out of here.
Ethan, you've been, well, malicious lately.
Oh, so now I'm pure evil? At what point do I become a monster, Ellen? You sound like a kid who reads too much comic books.
You're angry all the time. I can't wrap my head around that.
Why? Why are you so obsessed with helping me and my dad?
I like helping people. I help everyone.
Okay, so that patient this morning, the one who came in for a headache, she needs a babysitter for a toddler. Help her then. Go help her. You like to help everyone, so why not babysit for free while you're at it, Mother Teresa? Why aren't you excited? Don't you want to help her? She needs help, remember?
That's not what I meant.
So not her then. Who do you want to help? Let's see. That old man from Boston who had a stroke. He needs help. Or that Marine who can't walk. He needs help. We're a clinic, Ellen. There's a ton of people here who need help.
You don't have to be mean about it. I can shut up. I can easily shut up and leave you alone.
Isn't that what I've been asking you since the beginning of time? I told you to leave me alone, to mind your business, but you never do. You're always looking over my shoulder and wondering what I'm doing. You listen to my phone calls like you're my mother. You're not. How many times do I have to tell you? You're not family. You're not my family. Look, I'm sorry. I know we spent a lot of time together here at work.
I'm the one who picks you up and drives you to the clinic every day.
And yes, you're right. We carpool to work. You've been a big help to me since I lost my truck, but I mean, you can't just butt in my life whenever. We're coworkers, and I'm just some guy hitching a ride to work. I think we need boundaries. Well, you need boundaries.
What, you want me to stop picking you up in the morning?
This isn't about me hitching a ride to work. This conversation is about setting up boundaries with our work dynamic. I think we work together all the time, so we know too much about each other's lives. That's not good, okay?
So you'll find someone else to take you to work.
No. I need you for that.
Oh, now I'm confused. You want me to put up boundaries between the two of us because I'm too much for you. We're always together, so boundaries would mean we should not be together all the time, right?
Well, not for us. I need a ride to work.
You're really confusing me now. I'm trying to establish boundaries, as you recently suggested, because according to you, we're merely coworkers, and as you reminded me, I'm not your family. I'm not even your friend, so our work relationship begins when we both clock in. I really shouldn't care what happens to you before 8 o'clock, so I shouldn't care how you get to work then. Am I right?
Okay, hold up. Let's take a step back for a second here. I wanted to discuss the idea of setting up boundaries, but boundaries is a fluid concept. It's ever-changing.
I thought it's not. Boundaries? It's like a fence, like a wall, like the border. The border doesn't change. Boundaries do not change.
Wait. Hold up. Boundaries may not change. They may not be fluid. On that, I'm wrong. But boundaries, borders, walls, fences, they all have gates. You can open the gates whenever you want.
So I open the gates to people I like?
Yes, exactly. I'm so glad we're connecting.
Should I open my gates to you then?
What? What's with the question? I'm confused now. This question confused me.
You started this. You said, I must set up boundaries because I'm just a coworker. Okay, boundary set. I built 17-foot steel concrete boundary. And then you said, but no, Ellen, make sure your boundaries have gates. So I built one gate in my boundary, a custom gate, beautifully designed with bronze awnings. And then you said to only open the gate when I meet someone I like. So I am asking, should I open the gate to you?
How did this conversation get out of control? You're asking me what now? You're asking, should you like me? That's a weird question.
It's really simple. Should I open my gate to someone I like?
I don't know. Should you? Why wouldn't you? I'm so confused right now. It's like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Okay, let's get back on track. I just want you to stay out of my business.
By setting up boundaries.
Yes, boundaries are important.
Boundaries are fluid.
Yes, I think so. Wait, no, I think I said boundaries are not always fluid.
I want one gate in my boundary. I can't handle more than one gate.
Okay, one gate it is. One gate is fine.
One gate is all I need.
And that's perfectly fine. One gate is perfectly fine.
So, Ethan, Can I open my one and only gate to you?
End of Scene 1. Scene 2. Ellen and Ethan, both dressed in black nursing scrubs, stand next to each other as they clock in along the hallway next to the office break room.
That was your third yawn, and it's only 7:30 in the morning. I literally saw your wisdom tooth with that yawn. You should get that taken out.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
Did you have a hot date with Diego?
David and I went to the movies. Then I drove over to Jenny's house. Are you jealous?
Of a house party? Always.
If you must know, Mr. Nosy, Jenny and I clean houses together on the weekends. I'm saving up so David and I can move out of our apartment and get a house of our own.
Ellen's cell phone rings. Caller ID lights up. Frantic, Ellen picks up the call.
Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't read your text. I didn't know you've been waiting for me in the parking lot. I'll be right there. I'm so sorry.
That's a lot of sorries.
I'm really sorry I kept you waiting, babe. I promise I'll pay you back for the gas. I'm walking out the door right now.
She leaves the office, and in a few minutes she's back with a venti Starbucks.
Why are you so desperate, Ellen?
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Every morning, Dylan gets you Starbucks, but he never bothers to go up the stairs or use the elevator to drop it off here in the clinic. You always have to go down and get it from him.
Well, he's doing me a favor. He doesn't have to get me anything.
Ethan bends over and unties his shoelaces. He hands his sneakers over to Ellen.
Here's a shoe. Why don't you beat yourself up with it? I know you want to. You always want men to treat you like this, so go ahead. Knock yourself out. That's a size 10 Adidas, so it's going to leave quite a mark.
I don't need your shoe, Dr. Phil. And I don't need relationship advice from you.
Hey, at least I tried, but I guess you really like being a doormat, don't you? So you do you.
Are you jealous? You're jealous. You're absolutely jealous of David, aren't you?
I'm hardly jealous of David.
Aha! So you do know his name.
I have a lot of things going on in my life. I don't have to be jealous. I don't need to be jealous.
It's not easy being single. I know it can get lonely.
Me. I'm not lonely. I may be alone, but I'm not lonely. Being single is the best thing that ever happened to me. I like being single. I love being single. I get to focus all my time and efforts on my business ventures. That's all I care about anyway. I am married to my business. After all, a business is so much better than a nagging wife.
What do you think happens when your business succeeds? What happens when you've made all your millions, your billions, when everyone in the world knows your name? Business is all you care about, but all the money in the world means nothing if you don't have someone to share it with. You scoff at me for being grateful that I'm in a relationship? Why wouldn't I? I like being in love. It is how we measure the fullness of our lives. It is the ballywick of our humanity. It is the reason why Pavarotti sings and Picasso paints. Love is divinity clothed in human flesh. I know David is a loser, but for all his flaws, and he has plenty, a part of me loves him, and a part of him loves me. And a part is more than enough. A part is all I ask.
Well, that's great, Ellen. The rate you're going, there's 0 parts left of you before you hit your 30s. That's even if you make it to the end of the year. Look at you. You're exhausted. You work like a dog, and for what? For you and Derek? You're 23. You should be out there having fun like every 23-year-old. Does this guy even work?
He can't control his diabetes. He's trying, but he can't control it right now.
Every guy you've ever dated has had an excuse of why he can't work. Every single guy.
He just needs some time off.
This sounds harsh, but I'm going to say it. David's health is his responsibility, not yours. Just like my health is my responsibility and your health is yours. You did not make him into a diabetic. He did that on his own.
Ever since his back injury, he can't go work out in the gym. That's not his fault.
I bet nothing is ever his fault. He got it made, though. You're his personal workhorse, his cash cow, his ATM machine, his golden ticket. Ellen, the choices we make dictate the life we lead. That includes our health. Our health is our responsibility. It's amazing when I room in patients and they don't know the names of their general practitioner or their pharmacy. They always look bewildered and make up the lamest excuse in the world. I've never been sick before, as if immortality is encoded in their DNA. We will all die and we will all get sick, yet people are blatantly irresponsible with their health. Everyone expects everyone to take care of them, but you didn't make David a diabetic. He did that on his own, so why are you fixing his life?
That's a pretty selfish view of healthcare, Ethan.
No, it's not. Being accountable of one's health is the most selfless act in the world. By making healthy choices, you are telling your loved ones, hey, I'm not going to be a burden to you now or ever. Being responsible for your health makes you a productive member of society.
You make it sound like we're all parts of a large assembly line called Planet Earth. Life happens, Ethan. Life happens despite our best intentions. Maybe David should have managed his diabetes better, but he's trying and he needs time. He needs help. That's what I'm here for.
I'm basking in the presence of a 21st century martyr. Somebody needs to call the Pope. Heck, somebody needs to call Oprah.
Kindness is not weakness, Ethan, and love is not something you look down on.
What good is kindness if you're exhausted? What good is love if you're spread so thin there's nothing left of you? Because that's you, Ellen. People buy doormats in Walmart not in sacks because sooner or later we toss them out.
Okay, I'm a doormat. I'm a certified doormat. And you know what? The world would be a better place if there were more of us. You're always looking out for yourself. You're always making yourself your number one priority. How's that working out for you? Are things better in your life? I don't think so. As cheap as you think of me, people need doormats in their lives so they can live with their mistakes and failures. I'm the person you run to when life gets too messy and you need someone to lean on. You need me to brush off the dust and dirt from your shoulders and say, hey, you got this. You can do this. Doormats make the world a better place, and you're going to need one someday soon. Someday, Ethan, you're going to need me.
End of Scene 2. Scene 3. After staring at his computer desktop for half an hour, Ethan sighs, then grabs a stethoscope and a blood pressure cuff. He walks over to Ellen's desk.
Let's room in patients.
Oh, well, that's new. I don't hear that every day.
I do work here, you know. We need to keep up with the schedule for today.
Whoa, this is completely unexpected. Should I be expecting this brand new Ethan tomorrow? What was in your coffee this morning? Make sure you get the same thing every day.
I can look up the imaging reports as you room them in. That sounds like a plan? That sounds like an excellent plan, right? If we work together, we can do things faster.
But we already prepped the patient charts yesterday.
Someone should go over them again so everything is ready for Dr. Gary and our morning can go smoother, faster, better.
Well, okay. I'll get them roomed in and you're just going to sit here.
I need to review the patient charts going over imaging and print lab results. It's a desk job. People sit in a desk job, Ellen.
Okay.
Ellen grabs a patient chart and walks down the hallway towards the clinic lobby. Alone, Ethan sits in his workstation and opens the bottom drawer. He takes out a brown box and opens the top with a pen. He starts counting whatever is inside the box.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, Mrs. Ramos, let's go in room 3 and I'll check your vitals.
Ellen glances at Ethan, who is too busy counting.
Ethan, can you get the door for us? Ethan,
What?
can you help us? Mrs. Ramos is on her walker. I'm carrying her bags. Can you get the door in room 3?
In a minute.
She can't stand much longer, Ethan.
She has a 4-wheel walker with a seat on it. She can sit down and rest for a bit. There's a reason why they put a seat in those walkers so patients can sit and rest when needed. You just want to put her in a room so you can be done with her. I need to do something, and I promise you I'll help you in a minute.
She's 76 years old. She needs to be comfortable.
This ain't the Holiday Inn. It's a clinic. It's not a spa clinic either, and we're not in Beverly Hills. It's a regular medical clinic like every other clinical in the world. Can you just get off my back? I'm only asking for a minute. I've wasted my time talking as is.
Ellen puts down the bags on the floor, opens the door herself, and helps Mrs. Ramos inside.
Come on in, Mrs. Ramos. Please take a seat by the blood pressure machine. Oh, please don't do that. I'll take care of your walker. Don't worry about closing the door.
2, 4, 6, 8.
The phone rings.
Will you stop ringing? 8, 10, 12.
The phone keeps ringing.
Hello? Yes, this is the office of Dr. Gary. No, I'm not his medical assistant. No, I don't have the extension number of his MA. What? What kind of question is that? Why do you want to speak to the clinic manager? Sir, all patient messages will be returned at the end of the day. It says so in the phone greetings. I don't know anything about the messages yesterday. I'll have to ask around. Sir, I know you're upset, but I can't do anything right now. We're in the middle of clinic, and in fact, I'm helping a patient right now. Will you please hold?
He puts the phone on mute and goes back to counting the items inside the brown box.
2, 4, 6, 8.
The phone rings in another line.
8, 10, 12.
Random orange lights blink furiously from his work phone.
Will everyone please stop calling? How sick can you be if you can still pick up a phone and call us? It's not a medical emergency if you can still dial 10 digits.
Ethan picks up the phone.
Hello? Hector? Yeah, man. Hi. Hola, amigo. Yeah, it's me, Ethan. How'd you get this number? Oh, I did? I said that? No, it's cool. What's going on? How can I help you? Well, I'm actually trying to do that right now, but patients keep calling. Yes, I'm going to finish counting all of them. As soon as I can. I know, man. I know. Look, I'm sorry for the delay. I promise I'll have something for you by the end of the day. I swear, man. Don't sweat it. In fact, I'll have something for you by lunch break. That's right. You tell your uncle that I'll take care of this by lunch break. Look, Hector, I have to go. I have a phone call from the hospital ER. Yep. Sorry, man, but it's from the ER. Gotta go. Okay, bye.
He hangs up the phone, leans back in his chair, and takes a deep breath.
Thanks for all your help. I thought things would work smoother, faster, better if we do this as a team, remember?
Ethan stares at the computer monitor.
You're rooming in the next patient. Ethan! You're rooming in the next patient.
Would you get off my back, Ellen? For once, just shut up. No one's gonna die if we're a minute behind.
Who's Hector? And I'm not shutting up. You work here, you know. You're supposed to be helping me.
Ethan grabs the brown box and inspects every item. He picks up several round orange pill bottles.
December 10th, 2022. December 10th, 2022. December 10th, 2022.
All the sample medications are supposed to be stored in the samples closet.
December 9th, 2022.
The keys to the samples closet are with Sarah at front desk.
December 8th, 2022.
Pain-free? I've never heard of that one. Pain-free what, though?
December 7th, 2019. Wait, what?
What are those? They look different. Aren't you going to tell me? Are you in pain? Do you have a headache again?
Mrs. Ramos opens the door and stands up.
I'm coming, Mrs. Ramos.
Ellen leaves her desk.
Please, God, no.
He goes through all the remaining bottles in the brown box.
They're all expired. This isn't happening. The bottles are all expired.
Ellen opens the door of room 3.
I'm getting her a glass of water so she can take her pain pills. I'll be right back.
Ethan glances at Mrs. Ramos inside room 3. He gets up and knocks on the open door.
Hello, Mrs. Ramos. How are you doing today? I heard you were having some pain. My name is Ethan Gary, and I'm the office manager here in the clinic. I just want to make sure you're okay. I want you to be comfortable here in the clinic. Can you show me where it hurts?
Mrs. Ramos gestures to her knees.
Your knees hurt with all that walking. I'm sorry. Let me go over your paperwork right now.
He grabs her chart by the table.
Did you fill out the medication list? I see you're taking anti-inflammatory medication for pain twice a day. Is that helping you? This medication, it's pretty hard in the stomach, so I think twice before taking it. You're also on hydrocodone, I see. And it says here to take as needed, which is good. That's good. You don't want to take that pill all the time. And this one here, it's a narcotic, so it can be habit-forming. In fact, they're drugs, Mrs. Ramos. Bad drugs. They can and will make you groggy. This is how patients become drug addicts. They start off with one pill, and pretty soon, they're dependent on it, and voila, they're drug addicts. I wouldn't want that for you, Mrs. Ramos. Who's going to take care of Mr. Ramos if you're always groggy? Am I right? Now, I'm going to show you something new on the market. It's for pain. All kinds of pain. The best part of it is, it's not a narcotic. It's not a medication. It's not even a drug. It's a herbal pill. That's right. It's all natural, all organic, 100% super healthy. It's all about being holistic, Mrs. Ramos. Holistic medicine is the new kind of medicine. Holistic medicine looks at you as a person. It looks at you as a single entity, an individual. We don't do specialties in holistic medicine because we believe that man is a human being. You were meant to be treated as a whole being, not an arm, not a leg, not a kidney, not parts of a body. Holistic medicine is so much better than what we have right now. This pill right here, it's not hard on the stomach. You can take it whenever you like. You can take it every day or you can take it as needed. It doesn't matter. The best part of it is, it's for pain. All kinds of pain. Did I tell you it's a herbal pill? It's made of turmeric and mint. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In holistic medicine, mint is great for pain relief, and combined with a superfood like turmeric, it just knocks your pain out of the ballpark. It's a herbal supplement, Mrs. Ramos. It's not a medication. It's not even a drug. Let me give you a great deal. How's that sound?
End of Scene 3. Scene 4. Relaxed in her office chair, Ellen licks the rim of organic kale smoothie when Dr. Jonathan Gary, 55, enters. She dumps her cup in the nearest waste bin. Ellen, I'm done with the couple in room 10. Do you need anything from me?
I don't think so. Not right now.
When are the painters coming in?
Oh, right. They're coming in later today after your last patient this afternoon.
Where's Ethan?
He went somewhere to get lunch.
Make sure he takes care of the painters this afternoon. I want him supervising the painters.
Sure.
He needs to learn how to supervise other people. He might as well start with Painter.
I'll leave a post-it note on his computer.
No. I specifically want you to tell him to supervise them in person.
But, Dr. G, I might as well supervise him then. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I sound disrespectful, but you're asking me to supervise your son, who will supervise 2 painters. That's a lot of eyes just to watch paint dry.
I want Ethan to take his job seriously. My son, as office manager, cannot simply slack off in my own clinic. He needs to show commitment.
Well, that's rather challenging.
Is there something I don't know?
I don't want to be a tattletale.
What did my son do?
I don't want to say anything.
You're already saying it now. What did my son do this time?
Look, Ethan's a nice person.
Did he take money from me? Did he take the cash box from the front desk? I want to speak to Sarah. Where is she?
Oh, no. Ethan's not like that. He would never steal.
You and Ethan seem pretty close. But if this concerns my clinic, I need to know.
It doesn't concern your clinic.
I don't have time. I have a meeting at the university in 15 minutes. Does this concern my research? Did he do something about my research?
No, he didn't do anything with your research.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I meant no. Ethan did not do anything with your research, period. It wasn't a question mark.
He's supposed to help me with the patient forms. Did he do that?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think so.
I'm meeting with the board right now, and they're going to ask me if I'm ready with my research trials. How am I supposed to do that when my patient forms are not even ready?
I mean, Ethan got busy this morning, but I'll remind him to get it done today.
Busy with what? What is my son doing on my dime?
I really don't want to say it, Dr. G.
I have 10 minutes left. Speak!
He's working on his other business.
What other business?
I think you should ask him. This is between you and Ethan. I don't want to get caught up in the middle.
You tell me right now what my son is doing, or I'm calling immigration on you.
He's selling pain-free supplements from Mexico.
My son is selling what now?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I heard him on the phone with someone.
My son is a drug dealer. My son is a drug dealer. I need to sit down for this.
You have a meeting in 10 minutes.
I don't care. My son is a drug dealer. I didn't know. I should have asked how he can afford a brand new truck on what I pay him, but I was busy and he seemed so happy and proud of himself. I didn't want to take that away from him. I should have known. I should have asked.
I mean, just so we're clear, he's not selling narcotics.
But you said it's from Mexico.
Not everything from Mexico is a narcotic.
Then what is he selling?
Pain-free herbal supplements.
Herbal supplements? My son works for Herbalife?
No, it's not Herbalife. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. But he said they're herbal pills that's existed for centuries and is manufactured by a small family-owned company in Mexico. It's there in his drawer. You can check it out.
How do you know they're not narcotics? Dr. Gary goes over to Ethan's drawer and examines the plastic orange bottles.
I don't know. I didn't try it, if that's what you're asking. Ethan would never dream of selling narcotics.
My son doesn't dream.
Huh? I mean, when we were talking during our downtime, he seems to have all these business ideas. He's ambitious and driven. I like that about him.
These pills don't look like they're FDA approved. They hardly seem legit. Here, take them and flush them down the toilet.
What? No! They're Ethan's pills. It's his inventory. He could get in trouble.
What else are you not telling me?
I don't think it should come from me, sir.
You're going to tell me about my son. Right now.
He's just trying. That's all. I think he's really trying to make a name for himself. He's ambitious. That's good, right? He has dreams, and he's doing something about it. He's making things happen for himself.
It's not a dream when other people get hurt. Tell me about this family from Mexico. Do you know him?
What? No. I just know they called this morning while we were rooming patients.
They?
I mean he. One person. I think his name is Hector. I don't know anything else. Honestly, I'm not even sure he's from Mexico.
What time this morning? He picks up Ellen's work phone and dials a number. What time this morning, Ellen?
Around 8. Maybe 10 or 5 minutes past 8. Ugh, I don't feel good about this.
My son is selling pain-free drugs from a small family-owned business in Mexico. I'm putting a stop to this. The phone rings. Hello. This is Dr. Jonathan Gary. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. I would like a complete list of all incoming phone calls this morning from extension, he looks at Ellen,
5747.
Extension 5747. Yes, all phone calls, incoming and outgoing. Please fax it to my office. Thank you again. He ends the call. They both watch the fax machine. How does he sell them? Online?
Not online.
He doesn't sell on the streets, does he? Please tell me my son does not sell drugs in a street corner.
Oh, no, he doesn't do that.
Then how does he make a sale? Does he sell them here in my clinic? To my patients? My son sells street drugs in my clinic? Using my name? He uses my name, doesn't he? I can't believe this. Cancel my appointment with the board.
What do I say? What do I tell them?
Tell them anything. Tell them I have diarrhea, a stroke. I don't care. My son is selling drugs in my clinic.
They're herbal supplements, so it's technically not a prescribed medication.
Where were you this entire time? Why didn't you come tell me when you heard about this? You're supposed to be my assistant.
I am your assistant. My job is to room your patients, refill the prescriptions, prepare your charts, check your voicemails, and monitor your daily schedule. I am your assistant, but I am not Ethan's assistant, nor am I his parent. I'm sorry. What I meant was, Ethan is my coworker. We're not family.
My son will be held accountable. Give me a copy of the fax report as soon as it comes through.
What do you want me to do with the phone numbers?
I'm going to call every patient myself.
Do you want the phone numbers for this morning, then?
Do you have an idea when he started selling them here?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe around the time he got his new truck. That's a start, right?
Give me the list of phone numbers going back to Labor Day.
That's an awful lot of phone calls.
My reputation is the reason why I have a meeting with the university. It's the reason why people come to see me, because I am Dr. Jonathan Gary. I can still catch my meeting with the board. Tell Ethan I want him to come see me when he gets back. I know you have a lot going on your plate right now, but can you take over Ethan's job? I want you to be the office manager.
Yeah, I think I can. I'll call Tony right now.
What for?
Tony does billing and payroll. He needs to write out Ethan's last paycheck.
You misunderstand me. Ethan's no longer the office manager, and he's certainly not helping me with the research trial. But he still works here.
As what? As an MA?
I don't see why not. You trained him yourself.
Yes, but he sold pills. Pills of unknown substance to your patients.
You said it yourself. Not all pills from Mexico are narcotics.
But still, it's the principle. It's not right. It's not ethical.
You are an illegal, undocumented person living in the United States. What do you know of rights, principles, and ethics when you so blatantly disregard the law? If I can give someone like you a chance, I can give 1,000,000 more to my own son. From now on, you will forget this ever happened. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
End of scene.
We can hear her now. Cool.
Cool.
Scene 5. Sitting in her workplace, Ellen gnaws on the plastic straw of an empty iced coffee drink, her eyes glued on the exit door in the back office. Ethan walks in and dumps their packed lunches on her desk. She yelps.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm losing weight by the minute.
You look pretty scared to me. Anyway, your lunch is the first one on the top. Plastic forks are in the other bag.
Ethan picks up the work phone.
Hello, can I reserve a table for 2 tonight, please? At 7:30. That's great, thanks.
You have a date?
Nope, not a date. I'm taking my dad out for dinner. It's a surprise. Wait, he doesn't have anything scheduled tonight, does he?
I don't think so. You seem excited. What's the occasion, if I may ask?
I wanted to celebrate my first big sale today. I thought I'd take my old man out for dinner.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's sweet of you to celebrate it with him.
Hell yeah. We're going to our favorite Italian restaurant in Ventura.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Hey, Ethan. What's the update on the research trials?
What about it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I'd ask.
I'm going to work on them this weekend. I've been busy.
I think you might want to work on it sooner. Maybe like today? Maybe this afternoon?
Why? What's the rush? Did something happen? Has my dad been asking about it?
Yes, he did. He asked me this morning before he left for his meeting at the university.
What exactly did he say?
He asked to see the patient forms.
And what did you tell him?
I said that you're working on it.
Thanks for looking out for me. I'll definitely start on it tomorrow.
Do you think you could start them right now? Like this afternoon?
What? Why? Did the university change the deadline?
No, nothing like that. I think it's best that you do them right now. We've got time. It looks like it's going to be an easy afternoon. I can take care of all the patients. I can room all of them. I'll even prep your patient charts for tomorrow. I'll take care of your voicemails. I'll do all your prescription refills and your prior auths.
Wow. You want to do the work of 2 people? Are you okay?
Oh, everything's fine. I'm telling you it's an easy afternoon. I'm happy to help so you can do what your father wants from you.
And I'm telling you, I'll work on it tomorrow. I just want to chill this afternoon, relax, celebrate, then celebrate some more with my dad tonight. I'll tell him, hey, Dad, do you want to order the filet mignon? Go right ahead. Do you want the prime rib, the lobster? Go right ahead. It's on me tonight. I'll make sure we have a nice dinner tonight.
And that sounds amazing, Ethan, but you know what's better than prime rib and lobster? It's telling your dad that you're done with the patient forms like he's been asking you. That's an even better way to celebrate your evening, am I right?
You're such a killjoy. I want to talk to him about my new business venture.
Oh, God, no. Please don't. Don't talk about your pain-free herbal supplements to your dad.
Why not? That's the reason why I'm taking him out to dinner tonight in the first place. I made my first major sale today. Woohoo! With the way things are going, they said that I'll make partner in a year if I keep up with my commissions.
I think your dad is a bit preoccupied with the clinic and his research trials right now. Maybe you shouldn't talk about your herbal supplements at this time, not tonight.
I'm not hiding my accomplishments from my own father. I'm not ashamed of it.
It's only for tonight, Ethan, okay? He seemed very stressed this morning.
What for? The university already approved funding for his trials. What's the rush? Everyone knows these trials take time. They often take years. Honestly, what's one more day?
Tonight's not the right time. Maybe you should postpone dinner and reschedule some other time, like next week after you're done working on the forms this weekend.
No, absolutely not. I'm feeling good right now. We're going to have a great time at dinner. I'm not canceling anything.
You really need to think twice about this dinner tonight. He probably wants to rest and take it easy. It's been quite a day.
But you just said we're going to have a light and easy afternoon schedule. Yeah, this morning was busy, but this afternoon should give him a lot of downtime. Then we'll drive together to Sicily. That's our favorite place when I was a kid. He always takes me there whenever I'm back home from boarding school.
I'm sure he wants to catch up on some paperwork. I have a bunch of reports he needs to review and sign off on. I bet he wants to do that tonight.
Who wants to read a bunch of boring reports? Nice try, Ellen.
The printer machine beeps. He walks over, puts in more white paper into the cassette tray, and glances at the printout. He picks up the first sheet.
Hey, what's this? It looks like the patient forms for the research trials. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah. I was bored during lunch, and I thought I'd do something to keep me busy.
Nobody gets bored on lunch break, Ellen.
Look, don't mind me. I was only fooling around on the computer.
Wait, give me a second. You're making the patient forms now for the research trials.
I don't know. It's nothing. Seriously, it's nothing. They're nothing. Can you please give me those forms? I'll shred them.
I'm supposed to make the forms. Why are you making them? Did he tell you to help me out? Is that what this is all about?
Yes, you're right. You're so right. He wants me to help you with the research trials. Your dad thought it's about time you get some help.
So you're going to be my assistant too? Sweet, I get an assistant.
What? No, I am not your assistant. No way. I'm the office.
Huh? What did you say? Office what? You're the office what?
Nothing at all. I said I'm in the office to help you and Dr. G. I'm here in the office to help everyone.
No, that's not what you said. You said, and I quote, "I'm not your assistant, no way, I'm the office." Then you stopped. Are you saying you're the office manager?
No, of course not.
Because I'm the office manager around here, not you.
Yes, of course you are.
Okay, so what were you saying a minute ago?
I was saying that I'm the office saint. I'm the go-to person, the one everyone runs to when they have a problem. I'm a great resource. I'm here for everyone. That's me. That's Ellen. Ellen is a saint, an office saint, a bit codependent, but still a saint.
Are you okay? Something's wrong and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Everything is perfectly fine. Can I have those patient forms now? I was going to shred them anyway.
Sure, here you go. I do appreciate your help with the forms, but as office manager and research trial administrator, you're supposed to show them to me before printing them. I like to be on top of these things.
Oh, really?
Well, yes, Ellen. My dad appointed me to supervise you. He wants me to watch over you.
You don't say.
Look, I hate to be this blunt, but I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you. You're a bit all over the place. You said it yourself. You're everyone's go-to person, the office saint. You're all over the place and nothing ever gets done.
Nothing gets done?
Please think of this as constructive criticism. I'm not even considering this as a verbal warning. Not yet, anyway.
Geez, I'm so grateful that my office manager didn't write me up.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a nice guy. I'm fairly reasonable. I'm open-minded, but despite our friendship, this is my dad's clinic and I will not tolerate anyone slacking.
No one should be slacking. No one.
Exactly. See? We can still be friends even when I'm your boss. It's all about leadership skills. Managers are made, not born.
You're not, you know.
Excuse me?
You're not my boss.
My dad's name on your paycheck is a technicality. As your office manager, I outrank you. I should have posted an organization chart in the break room, but I never had time.
When will you have time for anything, Ethan? Because you never have time for anything here in the clinic now that you're selling your herbal supplements.
Whoa, wait a second. I make time. It's not easy juggling two businesses, but I do my best.
And why do you have two businesses, huh? Why can't you give up your herbal supplements and focus all your time here in the clinic? After all, you're the office manager, am I right? The clinic should be your number one priority.
It is my priority.
How is it your priority when you won't even do what your father has been asking you to do?
Christ, is this what this is all about? Those stupid forms? I'll do the forms tomorrow. Like a dog on a bone, Ellen. Enough.
No. You're going to do those forms now.
Or what, Ellen, huh? You're going to tell my dad? Is that what you're going to say? So you're the office saint and the office snitch?
Just do the forms, Ethan. I'll do all your work this afternoon. All of them. Just do the forms.
I'm not taking orders from an M.A.
I'm not an M.A.
You're an M.A., Ellen. You get paid to be an M.A. I knew it. Managers should never be friends with their assistants.
You asked me to pick you up and drive you to work every day. You don't even help me out with gas money.
I live 2 blocks away from you.
I drive you to work every day. I help you in the office every single day. You're the one who takes advantage of me. You use me all the time.
Hey, I am still your supervisor, and I can write you up right now.
No, you can't. Not anymore.
You've crossed the line. I'm writing you up right now.
You can't write me up. Not when I'm your supervisor.
You've lost your mind.
Your dad promoted me today before he left for his meeting. You should have done those forms, Ethan. You should have done them a long time ago.
How did he know they're not done? Nobody knew they weren't done except you.
He kept asking.
And you couldn't make something up?
You want me to lie to your dad?
I needed you to buy me some time. I needed my friend to buy me some time.
Oh, so now we're friends?
Clearly we're not, since you don't mind snitching on me.
Just do the forms, Ethan. I'll even turn on your computer for you. You can still do them today and show them to your dad at dinner, and then he'll change his mind and everything will be okay.
No, everything is not okay. You're still a rat and I don't take orders from rats. I'm going home. On a bus.
What about the clinic?
It's an easy afternoon, remember?
End of Scene 5. Scene 6. Ethan, with his backpack, passes by his dad's office as he checks out. The door is wide open. Ethan? Ethan stops in the hallway. I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute? Ethan enters his dad's office. Dr. Gary sits behind a large mahogany desk. Ethan stands next to an empty chair. Please take a seat. Close the door. How are you?
Huh? What do you mean, like, how am I in general?
Yes. How are you, in general?
I'm fine. And you? How are you, Dad? The door's closed.
I'm good. Exhausted, but good.
How's the research going? Don't you have a meeting with the university soon?
I had it today, actually.
How did it go?
It went well. They approved more funding.
Sounds great, then.
They're releasing a portion of the funding as I recruit patients for the trials.
About that. I've been meaning to do the forms. I just got busy.
Is the clinic keeping you busy?
Yes, that's right. The clinic is making you busy. Sometimes it can get pretty hectic.
We see a lot of patients.
We do see a lot of patients.
How are things in the back?
It's okay.
Dr. Gary reaches into his lab coat and pulls out an orange and white pill bottle, putting it on his desk. How long have you been selling these?
What does it matter?
How long have you been selling this in my clinic?
Couple months.
How many have you sold?
What does it matter?
You're selling pills to my patients in my clinic.
But they wanted it. They said they're in pain, but they didn't want to take pills every day, so I offered them this. It's only as needed. It's harmless.
Nothing is ever harmless. Do you even know what it's made of?
It's a combination of herbs grown in Mexico.
Who's your supplier?
That's none of your business.
You don't know what you're doing.
And you do?
This pill could be made of anything.
I told you, it's a combination of herbs. Mint, nettle, turmeric.
Turmeric! This is about turmeric? Christ! I knew your mother was behind this. Your mother was crazy about this holistic nonsense. I came home from a weekend conference only to find your 9-year-old body battling a 101-degree fever, and that hippie gave you turmeric. I drove you to the nearest ER and filed for divorce the next day. Her obsession almost killed you. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told your mother. Turmeric does not cure anything. It does not fix anything. This is foolish, Ethan.
I disagree. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, and it's a great preventative...
Enough! Your mother passed away a long time ago. It's time you grow up. You close this business right now.
Every time I have an idea, you shoot me down. Every single time.
You're selling these pills under my name.
It's my name, too.
And you came from me.
It's always about you. I have an idea, and you want to take it away from me because everything has to be about you. When is it my turn? When is it my time to shine? When do I get to be in the spotlight?
You get the spotlight when you've done the work. There are no shortcuts. How many times do I have to tell you this? What does it take for you to realize that life is not easy? When does reality sink in? You listen to me, or you will learn life the hard way.
Life is knowing I have you as a father.
You little prick. After all I've done for you, I sent you to the best boarding school in the country.
And I hated it.
You went to the best school money could buy. My money.
Money doesn't make you a father.
Ellen knocks.
Here's the fax report.
She leaves and closes the door. Dr. Gary glances on the list and dials the first number. Hello. My name is Dr. Jonathan Gary. Is this 702-321-4657? Do I have the right number? I was wondering if you received any herbal supplement for my clinic. Yes, there are herbal pills in a round orange and white plastic bottle. Ma'am, I'd like to apologize. There's been a miscommunication with my staff. I don't recommend taking those supplements. If you could drop it off here in my clinic, as soon as possible, we can dispose of it for you.
What are you doing?
Yes, I agree. I'll be ordering routine labs as well to see how you're doing, but you're welcome to see me anytime. I have scheduling call you so we can squeeze you in. Thank you.
You have no right.
Hello? My name is Dr. Jonathan Gary. Is this 702-333-7777? I'm sorry to bother you. Enjoy your evening.
You're not calling every number on that list. You wouldn't.
Hello? My name is Dr. Jonathan Gary. Is this 702-222-3344? Ethan leaps across the table and hangs up the phone. His name is Hector. Was that your supplier? I'm calling the DEA. Ethan snatches the faxed report from the desk and rips it apart.
No! Leave me alone!
You are an ingrate! Ethan punches first. Father and son trade blows amidst a freshly painted wall filled with Ivy League diplomas. Ethan's head shatters the nearest one. Sharp, tiny pieces puncture the air as blood trickles down his face.
I hate you! I hate you!
You will mop the floor, take out the trash, and clean the toilets every day in this clinic until you learn to obey me.
I'd rather clean toilets at Wendy's than listen to you.
He yanks his ID badge and throws it on the carpet. His only child quits. End of Scene 6. Scene 7. Ethan, dressed in a wrinkled suit, enters a windowless office located somewhere in the building of the ABC's headquarters in Los Angeles. Patricia, 50s, sits behind a messy desk.
Hello, ma'am. I came as soon as they called me back.
Hi, I'm Patricia, and I'm one of the producers on the show. We're drumming up a list for next season's contestants.
I appreciate this opportunity to present my product.
Your tape came up, and I read the notes. Someone wrote that your father is Dr. Jonathan Gary, Nobel-prize winner in medicine. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, I'm the one who auditioned. This has nothing to do with my dad.
We usually help our contestants with their presentations.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I'm all about that. I love to hear feedback.
Well, that's our feedback.
Huh? Excuse me, I don't understand.
We've looked at all your auditions, all 6 of them, and we want to help you.
Hey, I'll take all the help I can get.
We want your father to be part of your pitch. When you're going inside the tank tomorrow, you should bring your father with you. You and your dad are going to walk down the corridor, the double doors open, and then it's you and your dad versus the sharks.
What? No, I'm sorry, but I don't see how that's necessary.
This is a reality show, Ethan. The sharks may invest in your ideas, but this is still a show, and you need to stand out for the most important event in your life.
And I will. I have a great presentation. I even changed my pitch. Here it goes. Hello, sharks.
We've seen your pitch 6 times. It's best if you include your father this time around. He'll add credibility.
How? He doesn't believe in it.
Oh, are you not in good terms with your dad?
That's a bit personal.
I'm a producer, and I need to make this show better.
And it will. My product speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. It's about...
I know what it's about. It's the same spiel in all your auditions. All 6 of them.
Well, not really. My first audition was in Houston for my organic skin products. Then I went back 2 more times for the same thing. I then auditioned in Florida with my organic juice, which I'll admit tasted like sewage water. My next 2 auditions were for my pain-free herbal supplements, which wasn't my best idea. And now I'm here for my Turbo Max, and based on my sales report, you'll see it's doing really well.
I don't want to see it.
But how will you know it's a great product if you won't read my sales report?
I'm a TV show producer. I don't care about your sales.
But it's all about sales. That's what business is all about.
You're not listening. I'm a producer. I'm not an investor. I'm not Mark Cuban. I'm not Mr. Wonderful. I'm not Lori, not Robert, not Damien, not Barbara. My job is to produce the show and make it better.
I'll bring it, ma'am. I swear, I'll bring it once I'm inside the tank.
Can your dad come in person during your pitch, or does he want to call in live during the show? If he's too busy, he can do a pre-recorded video. Where is he, may I ask?
He's here in L.A.
Oh, that's great. Let's do a live phone call during the show, yeah?
How? We're not even talking.
It's that bad, huh?
That's too personal. My pitch should be about my product. Miss Patricia, this product will cure cancer.
Yes, you said that in all your auditions, all 6 of them.
Don't you want to cure cancer?
Let's get back on track here. We want you and your dad on the show. In fact, as I'm sitting here, I'm liking this father-son dynamic. We can make you fight on TV.
I'm not fighting with my dad on national TV.
You don't have to fight. A lot of them cry. I can have one of the sharks ask a question, then you can start crying. Don't go crazy with the crying, though.
I'm not crying on national TV either.
Kid, this is a show. We've never had a Nobel-prize winner on the show.
But I'm the one who's auditioning.
Yes, but you're nobody, kid. Not without your dad.
That's because people won't give me a chance. All I need is a break. Give me 15 minutes. I promise you, you won't regret this.
Kid.
Ethan. My name is Ethan.
Ethan, our final decision is you bring in your dad, and that's it. Non-negotiable.
That's not fair.
See? I want that. I want that on my show. I want that on national TV. That's what we're looking for. That brings in the ratings more than your blender.
I'm not doing that. This product isn't about me. Don't you get it? It's about...
Yeah. It's about cancer. Frankly, I don't care. You're not going to cure cancer. Not you.
Why not? Who are you to judge me?
Okay, I have to go. I have another meeting.
Wait. I'm sorry. I can't bring in my dad. You're right. It's bad. We haven't talked in a year. It's going to get ugly.
And we like ugly. Ugly sales, kid. You want to talk about sales? Well, ugly is our product, just like turmeric is your product.
Oh, but my product is Turbo Max.
Kid, listen. I've seen all your tapes, all 6 of them, and your products are about turmeric. Turmeric lotion, turmeric juice, and now it's a blender for, lo and behold, turmeric. You're obsessed with turmeric, and that's fine. I don't care. What I do care about is the show. I need to sell the show just like you need to sell turmeric. And whatever you have with your dad, that's primetime drama. I'm thinking we could do a semi-therapy session. One of the sharks can help patch things up with you and your dad. How about that? I'm loving this. We've never done this before. You don't even have to cry. Yell at your old man for a few seconds and make sure you hug him before you leave the tank. How about that, huh?
That's too personal. I'm here for business.
All business is personal. Look, kid, I want my Emmy, okay? I've been doing this for 27 years, and I'm just about ready to stab myself in the eye. I want something that says those years were worth it, and your dad is my golden ticket.
Ma'am, Patricia, Miss Patricia, I get it. There are 8 billion people in this planet, and we all want to be special. We want our Emmys, our Oscars, our Pulitzers, our Tonys, but I'm not like that. I'm not here for that. I'm here for cancer.
Okay, cancer, huh? I'll bite. What happens after you cure cancer? You'll ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after? Life never ends, kid. I want my Emmy. I want to go up the stage, accept my trophy, thank my partner, and talk about the endangered ferrets in Arizona. Come on, let's do this, kid. You're not the only one who wants their 15 minutes.
But you don't need my dad to win an Emmy. You only need me.
I hate to break it to you, but we don't need you. You're the one who auditioned 6 times. And I'm looking at your sales report. You don't have any. Sales, that is. It looks like nobody needs you either. At least, they don't need your blender.
It's not about the blender. You're not listening. I've said this several times at all my auditions. I've said this in Houston. I said this again in Florida. Cancer is the second leading cause of death here in this country. And every year, almost 2 million people will be newly diagnosed with cancer.
Hey, kid, calm down, okay? Take a deep breath.
More than half of those newly diagnosed patients will die of cancer.
Look, this meeting is getting out of control. Let's reschedule, shall we? I'll have my assistant call you if there's an opening in the show. Kid, Ethan, I'm sorry, okay? You can audition as many times as you want. I can't hear you. You need to speak up. Hey, is your face is drooping. Are you having a stroke? Help! Somebody call 911. Where is my assistant? Grace, call 911. Call 911 and my lawyer. This kid is having a stroke in my office.
End of Scene 7. Scene 8. Rushing through a pair of sliding doors, Ellen spots Ethan sitting alone, dressed in a hospital gown in an empty ER.
Ethan, are you all right? I came as soon as I got the call. What happened? Where's your nurse?
She gasps at his left facial droop. She picks up his left hand. Her eyes widen when it flops back to his side.
Are you having a stroke? Oh my goodness. Nurse, we need a nurse.
No one's here.
This is a hospital. There should be nurses, doctors, everywhere.
And yet here I am. The lobby is quiet and empty. Until you came along. You're louder than the intercom.
I'll fix this. What kind of hospital is this?
She paces around the perimeter of the bare lobby.
This is completely unacceptable. I'm going to speak to the hospital director myself.
Calm down. You're wearing out the linoleum. How did you find me anyway?
The producer called the office number on your application form and it went straight to my voicemail. You forgot to take me off the after-hours service when we had a fight last week. Are you really having a stroke?
Actually, I love hanging out here in the lobby on any given day. This place is pure zen to me. Of course I'm having a stroke, Ellen. Who fakes a stroke anyway?
You're too young to have a stroke.
You don't think I know that? The paramedics kept talking about me the entire time.
Has this happened before?
What? No. This is my first time having a stroke, and I hope to never have one again. Nurse! I need a nurse! I could be dying right now, and no one would come to do CPR on me. No one is literally helping me. This is healthcare. Thank you, America. It's been nice knowing you. And for the grand finale, here comes a pounding headache.
I'm going to check out the other end of this ER. I'll be right back. Just sit down and close your eyes. Try not to yell again.
A few minutes later...
Okay, I have this for you. Swallow it, and here's your water. Go on.
What is this?
It's a pain pill for your headache.
What kind of pain pill?
It's a pain pill for your headaches. I spoke to your charge nurse. There's a massive accident on the freeway, a school bus and an oil tanker. All hands on deck. Take the pill, Ethan.
This could be anything. You don't know where it came from. It could be from Mexico.
Seriously? Not everything that comes from Mexico is a narcotic. You're unbelievable. I got this from your nurse. She's going to be with you in a minute. She said you're up next for an MRI.
She shouldn't have left her unit in the first place. I mean, I am having a stroke.
Didn't you hear me? She's helping the other nurses, Ethan. They're probably short-staffed.
They need to hire more nurses then. This is what's wrong with healthcare. People are dying inside a hospital lobby. Bad management is killing people.
Come on, cut them some slack. Why don't you rest a bit? If your case was urgent, she'd come get you. Sometimes no news means good news.
What kind of news is a stroke, Ellen? Sometimes I wonder. I can't believe we're friends. Loyalty was never your strongest asset.
I'm here, aren't I? Your producer calls, tells me you're having a stroke, and I drove right away. I don't see any of your girlfriends here. Your doctor girlfriend can't even be bothered to come here.
I have a splitting headache, and you want to talk about my personal life?
I'm saying that the definition of loyalty is subjective. I came as soon as I could. I've always been here for you.
Only when it's convenient.
You know, I had other plans today, but I still came, and I'm sitting next to you, taking care of you, and I'm not even your girlfriend. Do I get any thanks? Nope. Do you know why? It's because you're an entitled man-child. Most people would be grateful if someone is helping them when they're sick, but not you. Not the great Ethan Gary. Majority of the world's population do not have access to healthcare, let alone have an ER in their village, but Ethan Gary complains about his nurse. I told you, there's a major accident on the freeway, so it's all hands on deck. And you can't see past your nose. You sit and question my loyalty?
Your definition of loyalty is subjective, not mine.
I should leave you alone to die in an empty ER. Look, I'm sorry I said that. No one deserves that. You don't make it easy, Ethan. Loving you is hard work. It's like moving a boulder to the top of a mountain. You need a whole team of people to love you. One person is never enough. And you can't even say the simplest words. Do you even want me here?
Ethan's nurse shows up with a wheelchair.
Are you looking for me? I'm Ethan Gary.
The nurse smiles and takes him for his MRI. A few minutes past, she wheels him back next to Ellen.
How'd it go? Is everything okay?
I'm fine. The MRI guy looked at me funny.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, Ellen. He looked at me funny, then whispered to my nurse when she came to get me. I saw them talking in the room. He must have seen something on the images. He saw something and he wouldn't tell me.
Did you ask your nurse? Maybe she knows. What did she say?
She said she needs to notify the doctor first. I hate them. They're keeping things from me.
I'm sure she doesn't mean anything. She's just following hospital policy.
What policy? I've been here in the lobby for hours. Mind you, I arrived in an ambulance, yet I'm still here in the lobby. How messed up is that? I'm having a stroke, there's something on my MRI, and here I am, sitting in a wheelchair in the lobby. When will I get a room in the emptiest hospital in LA?
Will you be quiet?
Why? What for? I'm the only patient here. Do you see how empty this place is? Hello? Anybody here? Nope. It's just us. I can't even begin to fathom why a first world country has such horrible health care. I'm an American, for crying out loud. A bona fide 100% USDA-approved American. I'm the one who sicked Ellen, so I can say whatever I want about my health care.
Well, this is your fault in the first place. I don't see why you blame other people for your actions.
I didn't do this to myself. No one wants a stroke.
I'm saying you've been having headaches for some time now, even back when we were working in your dad's clinic. You should have seen a doctor then. This could have been prevented.
I am the most proactive patient in the world. I work out 7 days a week, I eat healthy, I meditate, I do yoga, I even grow my own spinach. I'm all about prevention. Prevention should be tattooed on my forehead.
And going to see your GP isn't prevention?
You don't see a doctor unless you're sick. An apple a day keeps the dentist and the doctor away. Why go to a doctor when you're not sick? That's unproductive. You're wasting your time. That's irresponsible.
The best wars are the ones that are not fought.
Why are we even talking about wars?
Because wars and disease are the same. When you're sick, it's like there's a war ravaging your body. Healthy people, people who take care of their mind and body, don't wait for their body to worsen, nor do they wait for the first sign of illness. They take steps to prevent it, and part of that is going to see their GP. The healthiest people, Ethan, are not here sitting for hours in a wheelchair in an empty lobby. They get help even when they don't need it. Now, that's being proactive.
So you want every patient to go see a doctor even when they're not sick? Doctors do like big houses.
People in healthcare are here to help you. They're on your side. They go to school, work long hours, experience all of life's horrors in one single day, and they still come back the next day to help you. It wouldn't kill to be nice to them. Not everyone in healthcare is here for the money. Some of us, like to help. And quite frankly, for someone who's having a stroke, you don't look so bad. Look, I'll be right back.
She walks over to a corner and dials a number on her cell phone.
Hello, Dr. G? It's me, Ellen. I'm here with Ethan in the hospital. He had his MRI done a few minutes ago. Can you find out what's going on?
A long minute. She receives a phone call.
Okay.
She grabs a pen and notepad from her purse and writes something down.
I'm going to look for your nurse.
She comes back with a clipboard and shoves her pen on Ethan's right hand.
Sign this.
What is it?
It's your discharge papers. Your doctor said you can go home.
Ellen grabs Ethan's backpack and her purse. Ethan signs the forms.
What about my headache?
What about it?
My head hurts. I need a pain pill.
How bad is it? Can't it wait?
It's pretty bad, Ellen. Can you find my nurse? Nurse! Nurse!
We really need to get going. I don't want you to be late for your appointment.
What appointment?
You have an appointment with an oncologist in 30 minutes.
A cancer doctor? Who told you I have cancer?
Your dad saw your MRI. He said it looks like cancer. You have an appointment with Dr. Patel in Anaheim in a half hour. Then you have an appointment with the brain surgeon first thing tomorrow at 8.
I have cancer and I'm the last to know.
Ethan, your MRI brain scans don't look good. Your dad pulled a lot of strings to send you to the right doctors.
Yes, he did, didn't he? He's really good at that.
Good at what? What are you talking about?
He got me an appointment to the cancer doctor and the brain surgeon. He got me accepted to the best boarding school in the country. He gets me all these things. He's really good at that.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Don't you get it? He's so good at fixing my life. He's so good at planning my life, but he's never here with me. I have cancer and he sends his assistant over to help me. I have cancer. I have brain cancer. Even brain cancer is enough for my dad to come over to talk to me. I need my dad to talk to me. He needs to be here to talk to me. I have cancer and I need my dad here, Ellen. Here. Not on the phone with you. Here with me. I need my dad, Ellen. I've needed him my whole life and he keeps sending me away. What did I ever do to him? What did I do that's so horrible he can't stand talking to me? I don't need him to make appointments. I'm a grown man. I can dial a phone. I can make my own appointments. You know what I can't do? I can't be with my dad.
He unlocks his wheelchair. He grabs his backpack.
Where are you going?
I'm going home.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 1. Ellen enters a dark room and opens the window blinds. Sunlight bounces over several large brown boxes stacked everywhere in Ethan's office. Surprised to see Ethan sleeping in an inflatable bed by the corner, she bends over to gently wake him up.
Did you have a late night?
No, it wasn't a late night.
Is everything okay? Why didn't you go home last night?
Just give me a second to wake up.
Ethan gets up, deflates his bed, and stores it in a drawer. Ellen walks back to her desk and grabs the grocery bag.
I have apple juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, and this one here is a combo. Apple, orange, and pineapple. Your stomach's going to have an acid trip in an hour.
Ethan nods, brushing his teeth and spitting out the water into his wastebasket.
We need to stock up on our inventory just in case we get an investor.
Yes, of course. Look, Ethan, I'm sorry I was late yesterday.
Don't worry about it.
I was there on time. I called the nurse and she said you'd be done by 4, so I was there at exactly 4. I was there, Ethan. I was on time.
I said don't worry about it. I need to get ready for my audition in Denver.
You left. The nurse said you went AMA. You were supposed to stay until 4, and I was there on time to pick you up, but you left against medical advice.
I was fine, Ellen. There was no point in staying there for another minute longer.
I can't help you if you don't talk to me.
Here, I'll take the orange juice. See? I'm drinking the orange juice. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm not mad at you. Where were you anyway?
I had a doctor's appointment.
A doctor's appointment? Are you okay?
I'm pregnant. This time I'm really pregnant. It's not menstrual cramps.
How far along are you?
6 weeks. It's a boy.
Can't tell gender at 6 weeks.
I know that. The doctor said the same thing, but I know it. I can feel that it's a boy.
Is it mine?
We've been sleeping together for a year. More than a year. How dare you, Ethan?
I just wanted to be sure.
Well, it's yours. And if you make me get a paternity test, I swear to...
Do you want this baby? I mean, what are your plans?
My plans? My plan is to be a good mother.
It's 6 weeks, Ellen. It's only 6 weeks old.
Yeah, and we need to get ready for this baby. We need to get started on his nursery. We need to pick out names. We need to pick out a hospital with a lactation nurse. That's super important.
It's only been 6 weeks. You can still decide if you want to keep it or not.
Are you insane? What is wrong with you?
Listen to me. My mom died of cancer. Now I have cancer. What are the odds this baby will have cancer?
Yeah, I read up on that. Your mom's cancer is 5% hereditary. That's not bad. That's negligible. I'm not making a life-altering decision on 5%.
But I'm the 5%, Ellen. And this baby will be that 5% too.
But you're doing chemo. You need to be more positive.
Chemo doesn't work that way.
Why can't you be supportive?
Because I don't want it. I don't want kids. I've said it a million times, but you won't listen.
Well, it's my body, my choice.
That's not fair. It's only your choice because I don't have a vagina.
I'm the one who has to go through with 9 months of pregnancy. I'm the one who has to deliver this child.
And that's why I said it's only 6 weeks. There's still time to decide.
No, absolutely not. This is my baby. Our baby. I saw his heartbeat yesterday.
You want to talk babies? Let's talk babies. Do you have what it takes to raise a child? You're a college dropout with a GED. You're a statistic, Ellen. The way I see it, you're hardly ready to be a parent yourself.
I raised 3 of my siblings all by myself. I helped them with their homework, did their laundry, made breakfast and dinner. I even packed their school lunches. I know the reality of raising a child.
Just because you know what it's like to be a mother doesn't mean you'll be a good parent. Look, you spent your childhood, your teenage years, raising your siblings, helping out your parents. You never had a chance to be you, to be a teenager, to follow your dreams, to have fun. You got a fast-track course to adulthood, and one of these days you're going to break. You're going to snap, and it's going to come back and hurt you worse. It's going to come back and hurt the kid. All parents snap, Ellen. There's a reason why my dad sent me to boarding school. He snapped, and so will you, but you can't afford boarding school, can you? What are you going to do then? Send him to live with his grandparents? That's what happened to the kid in Uvalde. He snapped too. You and I have no business having a kid. Come on, just look at the big picture. The world is overpopulated enough as it is. You're all about green energy and sustainability. Planet Earth does not need one more baby increasing its carbon footprint.
I'd rather build a rainforest than give up this baby. I know we're kids. I know we're not ready. I know we're too young. But we can make this work. You and I. We can do this together. Don't you want to have someone take care of you when you grow old? Don't you want someone who needs you and loves you forever?
Babies are not a retirement plan. And I can assure you, your children will not love you forever. I'm a prime example of how a child can hate their parent. Ellen, that's a real live human being. We need to do right by it. Let's be honest with ourselves.
I don't care. I'm keeping it. I want it. Not everyone in this world hates kids.
I never said I hated kids.
This isn't about kids, or babies, or cancer, or climate change. This is about you and me. And the fact is, you don't want me. You're right. You've said it a million times. You've showed me in a million ways, and I still wouldn't listen. Well, I'm listening now. I don't know anything about kids. I'm the first in my family to graduate high school. And with this baby, I am a walking statistic. But I know one thing. My family loves me, and when my baby comes, my family will love this baby too. I spent my childhood raising my siblings because that's what families do. Families help one another. You've never had one, so you're scared. You've never belonged to the most basic unit of society, so you can't think outside of the box. You don't even have a box, Ethan. I thought that given enough time, you'd learn to love me, but I'm such a masochist. A world-class masochist, but this time, I'm listening. I'm listening, and I'm seeing, and I'm learning. I'm learning that I don't need you. We don't need you.
End of Scene 1. Scene 2. Exhausted, Ethan comes back to his office after his usual round of chemo for the week. His mom enters right behind him. Ethan gasps.
Mom?
He glances quickly around the dim-lit room as his mother stands in the center. Opening the window blinds, sunlight floods every corner of his office.
It's official. I'm losing it.
He flicks the light switch repeatedly.
Okay, we know that's working.
He grabs a water bottle from the mini-fridge.
This is working too. You know what? I've been talking too much with my chemo nurse about its side effects. I'm definitely ignoring her next week. Mom died when I was 10. She's not real. Just go back to work, Ethan.
He sits and turns on his desktop.
Don't do this to me.
He shuffles some paperwork and glances at his mom.
Don't do this to me. Not like this. I'm not ready. I have work to do. Whoever you are up there, whatever your name is, don't do this to me. Is someone up there listening? I know cancer can cause hallucinations. The nurses talked about it in the clinic, and I'm not buying it. It's not over until I say it's over. I'm not quitting, you hear me? I did the surgery, I did radiation, and I'm doing chemo, so I did my part. You do yours. So tell this woman right here to stop it. This isn't funny. Stop this right now. There's so much work to be done. I have to go to Denver tomorrow.
Ethan glares at his mom.
Go away. This isn't real. Go away.
He looks at his inventory piled up in the corner.
Almost there. I'm not ready. I'm this close. I'm so close. I can feel it. I know it. We're this close, Mom. Don't ask me to come with you. Get a grip, Ethan. Dead people in broad daylight is the primary diagnosis criteria for visual hallucinations, and I bet you there's a pill for that. I'm calling my doctor.
He dials a number on his cell phone and leaves a voicemail.
Hello, this message is for Dr. Kincaid. My name is Ethan Gary, and my birthday is January 2nd, 1995. I'm calling because, well, I got back from chemo this morning, and I feel great, Doc. I really do, but I'm also staring at my dead mother standing in the middle of my office, so you can see why I'm calling, right? I'm gonna need a pill, Doc. Give me the highest dose legally allowed in the state of California. Drug me up before I lose my mind. I told her to go away, and she just stands there. Please send me something. There's a pharmacy around the corner of my building. Other than that, please call me back when you've sent it. Thanks again, Doc.
He types on his keyboard.
My doctor's calling me back any minute now, so it's time for you to go. Disappear. Adios. Dr. Kincaid is really good at calling me back. I bet you she's sending me something right now, so you can go now. It's been fun, but you need to go.
As he stares at his cell phone, he catches the sunlight bounce off his mother's hair.
You look great, by the way. I thought you wanted to know since we're doing this talking to the dead thing today. Did you cut your hair when you were up there? Oh, God. Don't answer the question. I don't want to know what happens up there. I really need that pill.
He opens the water bottle and splashes cold water all over his face.
Oh, God, you're still here. And now I'm wet.
He walks over to his secretary's desk and grabs some napkins.
Oh, my God, you can turn. Don't you dare move. If you walk towards me, I swear I'm going to pass out. Just stay there, okay?
He sits in Ellen's chair, takes a deep breath, and looks longingly at her.
I miss you, Mom. I don't remember you, but I miss you. Does that make sense? God, please don't answer. Just let me talk, okay? I miss you. I really miss you. It's been almost 20 years, and I've forgotten things about you. A lot of things. I forgot how the light bounces off your hair. I look at pictures every day, but it's not the same. I hated being away from you, but Dad said I'm going to the best boarding school. People say there are 5 stages of grieving. The truth is, there are infinite stages of grieving. It never ends. We just go through the motions of living, hoping we look normal enough so people don't call the cops on you. I hate grieving. I hate it. Do you know how many books I got about grieving? As if reading a book makes it better. And you know what else I hate? Cookies. Do you know how many cookies I got after you died? I'm trying to get it together and be a man, but people keep giving me cookies. Why? I'm trying to grieve, to hold on to our memory, but people keep looking at me, judging me. Should they call the cops? They're supposed to leave me alone. I'm not crazy. I just need space. That's what grieving is. When you lose someone, you just want time to stand still, even if it's only for a minute, because you're so afraid you'll lose whatever memories you'll have together. I never got that minute. Dad says you're crazy. He thinks you and I are both crazy, but I'm almost there, Mom. We're onto something. This tea business, it's going to be amazing. It's going to go viral this time, I swear. I've got my inventory all piled up in boxes, and I'm taking it all to Denver tomorrow for my audition. Did I tell you about my new business? It's called Turmeric. Get it? It's a herbal tea made of turmeric. It's not a supplement from Mexico, and it's not a tiny blender. It's tea made of turmeric. You know, those sharks, they're pretty savvy. They invest in companies that are industry disruptors, and this time, I'm going to make it happen. I've got this secret sauce, Mom. Not bad for a college dropout, huh?
His mother smiled.
I knew you'd like it. I had this brand new packaging design with your favorite color. Check it out.
He walks to a nearby corner, opens a large brown container box, and picks up one purple tea box. He turns around.
Mom? Mom, where'd you go?
His father shows up in the open doorway and knocks. Mind if I come in?
What do you want?
I wanted to see how you're doing. It's been more than 6 months.
Yeah? Whose fault is that?
I came here because...
I don't have time for you. I'm waiting for an important phone call.
From Dr. Kincaid?
If you must know.
I bumped into her in the university parking lot.
And she talked to you about my case? That's against the law. I did not give consent for her to talk about my case. You're not even on my emergency contact list.
It's not her fault. I pestered her. I haven't heard from you in 6 months.
People call when they want to talk. Obviously, I don't.
She mentioned you've been hallucinating.
It was one time, and immediately called her this morning.
And you've been having memory loss?
It was one time. I had a brain fart. Who cares about the name of the president?
And you've been passing out.
Again, one time. Okay, twice. But I was driving all day, so I must have been dehydrated. I hate her for talking to you. Why does every female do everything you say? I have patient rights too.
Son, you know you can't drive if you're passing out.
Is that why you're here? You're worried about my driving? Get out. Get out of my office.
I want to talk to you about your symptoms.
It's none of your business. Now get out. That's it. She's fired. I'm changing doctors. I ought to file a complaint against her.
It wasn't her fault.
I don't care. She's fired. You should be fired too, but people like you always get their way.
I'm here because I want to help. I sent you to Dr. Kincaid in the first place because she's the best in the field.
Who cares if she's the best? She's my doctor. She answers to me, not you. Your medals shouldn't matter.
Ethan, you've been passing out, and you have all these other symptoms. We need to focus.
We? As in you and I, we. Oh, that's rich.
We need to focus on your treatment and your quality of life.
When a doctor starts talking about quality of life, it usually means they're at the end of the road. My labs came back like normal. Is that what you two talked about?
Look, the blood work doesn't look good, and it's time to consider other options.
All right, then.
He starts packing and taping all the large boxes. Do you want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. Chemo's over, and I'm going to Denver for my audition.
Son, if you passed out again on the road, you can hurt someone.
I know my own body. I can look out for myself.
You could get into an accident driving. You have to think about other people on the road.
I have cancer, and chemo isn't working. I don't have time to think about other people. I have to get it together.
The state of California says you shouldn't be driving 6 months if you've passed out.
I forgot to drink water, okay? Can't you give me a break?
Then you need to do more testing. It's not for you to decide. Your doctor makes that decision. Can you sit down for a minute and talk?
If I make it to the tank in Denver, my tea will go viral and I need to be ready with my inventory. I don't have time for this.
Maybe it's time you take a break from your business.
Absolutely not. What is it with you? Every single time I have a business idea, you always shoot it down. It's not a pill for Mexico. It's not a blender. It's tea. I sell tea. I need to get my boxes in my car.
Can you promise me you won't be driving? I don't want you to get in trouble. It's against the law.
You broke the law when you cornered my oncologist.
Your business is putting too much stress on you. That's why you have all these symptoms. You're supposed to be resting while on chemo.
I don't want to rest.
You're supposed to focus on getting better. But you're wasting your time and what little energy you have on this tea business. Your labs would have looked better if you didn't have this business in the first place. The chemo could have worked if you quit this business.
I finally have a viable business, and you come here to tear me down. What kind of a father are you?
The kind that wants you around a little bit longer.
And for what? What is this really about?
Come Monday, you're going to see Dr. Kincaid in her clinic. She has a new experimental drug on the market.
So this is about you, then. I knew it. Haven't you been listening? This is all that matters to me. This is my #1 priority. Who cares if I live another year if I'm not happy? You want to talk about quality of life? That's it right there.
Jonathan grabs the nearest box and throws it from the window in the high-rise building.
What are you doing? That's my inventory.
He rips open another box and dumps all the tea bags over the sidewalk. This business is closed. I'm shutting it down. He opens another box and dumps everything on the streets in Los Angeles.
Hey, give that back. You're out of your mind.
I'm not losing my son. Do you hear me? I'm not losing you. You get yourself into Dr. Kincaid's new trial this Monday.
Or what?
I am not losing my son.
I'm not afraid, Dad.
I'm not losing you.
I'm not afraid of dying.
I am.
Come with me. Drive me to Denver. We've never been on a road trip. Let's go camping, hiking, fishing.
What about my clinic?
Dad, your patients have dementia.